Hello from TeenYatDragon.com. This is Ji Sifu, and today I want to talk about the cures or fixes for the Fan Tai Sui issue. Now, I expect you to already watch my other video on the Fan Tai Sui already and know what it is really about. Now, if you haven't, remember to watch the two videos before this one. But here we'll do a little small recap. So the Fan Tai Sui issue does not have anything to do any planets and stuff like that out there. But yes, it is about a planet, your own planet, your spiritual planetary body. In Taoism, we call this your Yun Sun, which is where your pre-heaven energies came from, your creation energy, your life's potential. All that stuff is from the Yun Sun. Now, let me recap this theory. It's so good, okay? In Taoism, we talk about the extremes opposite. Everything must have an extreme opposite to exist in this world. And it's fact. So there's this light and there's this dark, okay? White and black. Everything is like two super contrasting extreme opposite in order for that stuff to exist. So, yeah, we are a bunch of beings, okay, like human beings, a bunch of beings, living beings, living inside a planet. In the other world, we are a bunch of planets with beings living inside us. So basically, that's how the theory works. And here, we are a bunch of matter that absorbs the light, the energy, and things around us. Now, in the other world, we're a bunch of matter that projects or produce the light and energies for things around us to absorb. Very simple. Okay. So we get the idea, right? Now, this planetary body of you, the spiritual planet body, the Yun Sun, can be witnessed by yourself. But there's no shortcut. You need to go through a bunch of lots of training and practice and cultivation in Taoist magic in order to reach it. But it is not impossible. Okay, it's possible to see it yourself too. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So how do you know that there's this thing called the Yun Sun that is out there? Well, every day when you sleep, okay. Wait a second, okay? Every day when we wake up, we eat, interact, and pick up energy in this world, right? And then we have stress, we have things that we don't want. So when we sleep like this, okay, our unwanted energy push out of your body. Where does it go? It goes back to where your stuff came from, the Yun Sun. Now this Yun Sun is done processing itself for one day too. Now this thing will push out its unwanted energy into you. What the Yun Sun doesn't want is what you need. What you don't want is what the Yun Sun needs. Opposite theory. So every day you get to exchange stuff with this Yun Sun and it recycles your stuff. Okay? Now, when you keep doing that, pushing stuff to the Yun Sun, you de-stress yourself. Your stress is the pressure of the energy that is built up inside you and cannot cycle. And this energy goes to the planet to get recycled. The planet gives you stuff and energize, charge you up. When you wake up, you feel two things. One is you are less stressful, happier. Second thing is you feel more energized and you want to do things. Now, if you have issues like, oh, I wake up and I don't have enough energy, it's like, oh, I don't have battery inside, that kind of stuff, it means that the Yun Sun have problem giving stuff to you, okay? So, or maybe you have problem receiving the stuff from the Yun Sun. That's why you don't get charged. Now, when you wake up and you always feel tired, stressful, that kind of stuff. It's like gloomy, okay? Every day you feel gloomy, grumpy. It means that you have issues detoxing the stuff for your Yun Sun to take. So there's like two routes, right? One route is from the Yun Sun to you. the planet to you. The other route is from you to the planet. Okay, so you can really understand the logic right here by analyzing your condition after you wake up. Now, it's not always about the Yun San, to be honest, okay? Sometimes it's about other factors that is actually affecting you. So you could be facing these issues even you're not in the Fan Tai Sui list. But, well, this video is about the Fan Tai Sui, right? So we'll stick to that subject. Now, the Fan Tai Sui issue, what's the fix or the cure for these things? There are a lot of ways to cure this Fan Tai Sui issue. The first method is what we call the Tai Sui Fu. There's a Fu, okay? One of these yellow paper talisman, okay, the Fu. And this Fu is not something that you can print off the paper or, buy from the big temples and stuff like that. It needs to be custom made for you. And this Fu is very, very powerful. What happened is, okay, there are a lot of ways to use the Fu. One way to use it is to carry that Fu with you all the time. Now, when the Fu sticks around, okay, what happened is this Fu helps you to act as a portal to connect you and your Yun San better. So by doing so, okay, it helps you connect better. And your issue is you have problem connecting. So this Fu helps you. Now the other way to use it is you put the Fu on, like set up a simple altar and you have to burn incense and stuff for the Fu. Now what does it do? Now this is to use the Fu as a portal. And when you burn incense and do things to the altar every day, what you're doing is you are putting or storing your energy, just like when you sleep and then your energy poops out, right? Now this is, your energy comes out and into the incense and you put it into the incense pot. So every day your altar will do the job for you, just like when you're sleeping, you detox and push the stuff out to the Yun San. Now this one, you burn incense, the incense goes to the pot, accumulate, and then every day the energy circulate and beams up because of the Fu, okay? It beams up to your Yun San and do the job for you. So if you have trouble sleeping and transferring the energy to your Yun San, the Fu is going to do the job for you nicely. Okay, another way to do it is by using what we call the altar and statue method. Now, this is not possible to be done by yourself, okay? You need to have the statue and stuff to be specially picked, programmed, activated by us, okay? The professional. What this does is you cannot just do it with any kind of statue, okay? You have to understand that statues are not about any deities, gods, and stuff like that. Statues are used as a container for a specific programmed energy. It's hard to explain everything in this video, but basically the idea is we use the statue to shape and contain energies from you. So every day when you do your incense and stuff, just like we said before, we are storing energies into the altar, the statue that takes it for you. And the statue has a lot of magic work done on it, including some Fu and stuff being burnt inside to program this thing. So what the statue does is it will act like your Yun San, but it's something that stays in this world, a local Yun San. Okay? So if, let's say, my planet up there is not working well, I will create my little thing right here that acts like my Yun San right here. So every day I invest in it, it was supposed to be pushing out its unwanted energy to you. And so you and the statue or you and the altar will exchange and do this recycle thing instead of you and the Yun San. So let's say okay, you and the spiritual planet body have issues doing this. Then you find or create another thing right here to substitute that missing part, okay? And now you can work with this. That's basically why we use this statue and altar. Now going to the big temples and stuff with all the shared statue is definitely not a good idea. Because it's like sharing a tub of water with a bunch of people to bath. It's definitely not a good idea. Who knows who will be peeing there, or some people will do some nasty stuff out there. Who knows the quality of the energies of other people? You don't know. And that's the issue. When you do these things with the public temple, there's no guarantee and no quality insurance. Okay? Most of the time, you get more screwed up than help. Because the stuff out there, like just like a public place for people to go and use, it's often dirty. And these temples don't have professionals doing the work there to upkeep and maintenance and do all the stuff, all that stuff. Usually it's very, very like crappily done. And it's not going to work but do you harm. So don't do that kind of stuff. A good method is, have professional like us to open the statue and altar for you. We can do that by distance work too. Okay, distant magic, it can work too. Okay, now beside the food carrying, the altar method, if you say, okay, well, I don't want to, have the altar and all that stuff. I don't want to have, I don't want to wear a food. What can I do? Can I do something that is, like something more natural looking, more concealed looking? Well, the best thing you can do is, you know what happened, right? You know the pattern of your Tai Sui issue. So just look out for these things. But you know what? The sad thing is, we are human beings. Human beings are being like the slave side, and the Yun San is being the master's side. Okay? We are being affected by the pre-heaven energies, and we act on these energies. Okay, so when we feel, we act. We don't act and then make it feel. Okay, so what happened is, if you just, oh, I know, I have these problems. Just beware of this, beware of that. Yeah, it's better than not being aware of. Okay, but you're not going to get out of that zone of being damaged or harmed by this issue. Because this is so powerful. You can't really override it. Even you try to beware or be careful, you can minimize the harm, but you cannot totally dissolve it or have a fix or a cure for it. So if you encounter anyone who tells you like, oh, you're Tai Sui, just be careful of when you speak, be careful when you do this, it's not going to work, okay? Be careful, yeah, okay? Better than not being careful, okay? But even though you try to be careful, you will always end up about the same place. Because this is nature's energy, creation energy coming down at you. You can't really escape it unless you use something very powerful, something more ancient. Like this energy have to be more ancient than your Yun San, which is the pure form of creation energy that we use in Taoist magic. And this is the way to fix the Tai Sui issue. And of course, if you do not believe in Tai Sui and you're like, oh, well, I don't believe it, so is it going to still like do stuff to me and stuff like that? Yes, it will. Okay, this is like part of nature. So you can believe or not believe how sleeping and your spiritual planet works, or you can say it in another kind of form, another kind of method to explain this phenomena, whatever you call that, but it's still going to affect you about the same way. Okay, so as how we know about this theory, okay, we have fixed cures and things like that with Taoist magic. And if you realize what kind of Tai Sui you're facing, you can choose the proper kind of fix. So if you have issues with Tai Sui, or if you are actually looking for fix and stuff like that, you can contact us by email, and we can tell you what kind of fix can be suitable for you, or what kind of fix you will need. Sometimes it's a small fix. Sometimes if it's very bad, you might need a big fix. Now, if you don't fix it, what can happen? Well, you're like, okay, so there are so many people born in a year of rats or a year of whatever, that everyone should have a big problem that year. Actually, that is not the case, okay? Most people think that Fan Tai Sui is about the year, but it's not. It's about the year, the month, plus the date and the time combined. So, that's right. If you are like suspicious of being in the list that year, okay? What you want to do is you want to get us to help you to calculate and see how your year, your birth year, month, date, and time is like. Maybe you are just having Fan Tai Sui issue with the year and not the month. Maybe just the month and not the time and date, okay? It depends. So, if you're just having 1 out of 4 factor Fan Tai Sui, you won't have any issues. If you have 2 or 3 out of the 4 factor in the Fan Tai Sui list, you will have a greater impact. So it depends on how bad the Fan Tai Sui is like. And you need someone like us who can help you to calculate and get you an estimate. And you know what? Being prepared is at least better than not knowing and being harmed and then being sorry about what happened. So these things are like that. Okay, the mindset is always to prepare, do all the best you can to avoid the damage that might or potentially be coming at you. They are not there yet. There are potentials, and you want to reduce the chance of even seeing that potential. And if you cannot reduce it, at least minimize things and make it the best out of the worst kind of situation, that kind of stuff. So that's how it works. Hope you like it. And remember to subscribe, like, share the video, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.